over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What's tight? Tight is right. Three.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Alert, alert, alert. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Alert. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Alpha. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. You got one up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Kill. One.
From the gun, Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Here we go, D.
3rd and goal, Mariota. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 58, 58 to Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Allen now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Right 39 K. All day, dog. Middle. Hey, we heavy on the edges, Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. Regular. 38. Watch the screen.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Check.
Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. The point after try for Gostkowski. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28. Yard line.
Let's go.
28-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that is incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check. 3. Hop, hop. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Where are they, team? 45. In your face.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter in Denver. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and other. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jacobs now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On play action, Mariota. It's caught by Aguilar. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch the screen. Check 4.
Mariota now. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And here's Allen, throwing on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
132 fighter. Check 55 to mine. Check 55. Alert. Get that quarterback.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Where are they, team? Watch the safety.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Play fake. Mariota. On the move to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Rolling. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To the air, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Time to go, night, night.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon.